Hello, I'm sorry that I cannot be with you in person at the BCM panel. My name is Chloe Demrovsky. I'm the Executive Director of DRI International, and I'm happy to send you this message electronically. Hopefully next time I can attend with you in person there in Warsaw. A little bit about who we are. First of all, DRI, Disaster Recovery Institute International, is the nonprofit that helps organizations prepare for and recover from disasters. We've been around since 1988, and we provide education, accreditation, and thought leadership in business continuity and related fields. We are the oldest and largest organization of our kind. A little bit more about what we do. We offer in-depth courses ranging from introductory to the master's level, in addition to specialty certifications. We have over 15,000 certified professionals globally. They're located in over 100 countries. We train in 50 countries, and we offer classes in 14 languages. In addition to training those people who are professionally committed to business continuity and resilience, we also think it's important to educate not only those who are already in our profession, but also to provide further information about the importance of preparedness, both to other professions and to the general public. We do this through interacting with the press and trying to educate the public more about what our professionals do and why it's so valuable. In addition to working with the media and the general public, we also advise governments. The governments are very important for setting the platform on which private sector organizations can create a more prepared community and a more resilient society. So it's very important that the governments set a good framework, both at the national level and also at the international level. On that international level, we do work with the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction as the education and training chair for their RISE private sector initiative. We just got back from the global platform in Mexico that was had this month, and we worked on revising their disaster management terminology as well. In addition to our work with the United Nations, we also work with ISO. We are an international organization liaison observer for Technical Committee 292, which works on societal security and resilience and puts out the business continuity standard ISO 22301. We also put on conferences all over the world. We participate in them, as well as the one that we're working on today. We participate in a number of events globally. This is just a few events that we've been to in the last few years. As you can see, it really spans the globe. We were very happy when 2 years ago we were able to officially found DRI Poland. Since then, we've held 6 business continuity courses, and we now have 37 certified professionals in Poland. We see this as really early success from the country, and we certainly hope to build on it over the coming years. So we're happy that you are getting together and participating in this conversation today. Our training materials are based on a couple of documents that are very useful and available on our website for download. These are available just by making a MyDRI account. We encourage you to do so and to go to the website and download the full documents. The first of those is the business continuity, the professional practices for business continuity management. And the second is the International Glossary for Resiliency. Together, these 2 documents form the backbone of our training, and they're very useful for you to go and download. So I encourage you to go do that. The professional practices themselves are designed to assist in the development, implementation, and maintenance of business continuity programs. They are also intended to serve as a tool for conducting assessments of existing programs. Use of the professional practice framework to develop, implement, maintain a business continuity program can reduce the likelihood of significant gaps in a program and also increase its cohesiveness. Using the professional practices to assess a program can identify gaps or deficiencies so that they may be corrected. Business continuity management, as defined in this document, is a management process that identifies risks, threats, and vulnerabilities that could impact continued operations. Business continuity provides a framework for building organizational resilience and the capability for an effective response. The professional practices themselves are a series of 10 how-to steps. It's really a practical guide for how to develop and maintain a business continuity management program at your organization, starting with initiating the project, moving through all of the different analysis steps, writing a plan, and then maintaining that plan and the programs such as awareness and training and crisis communications, as well as coordinating with external public agencies on that plan. These professional practices are a very important piece of the industry and used by thousands of organizations globally, so we recognize just how valuable and how important they are for our certified professionals as well as for the organizations where they work. So we maintain a rigorous revision process that happens every 4 years, and we've just undergone the most rigorous revision process in our history. We started in 2015, and we've just now launched the 2017 edition of the professional practices. These practices are maintained by committee. Every practice was actually reviewed by 2 separate volunteer committees to ensure that they reflected the current knowledge and conditions in the broader perspective of both resiliency and preparedness. The latest technical and industry procedures were incorporated within the proper context so that they serve as a means of ensuring a holistic approach. And we, in addition to maintaining them in English, they've been translated into 8 different languages. You can find them on our website. That we've been continuing to make different technical adjustments, but they've now settled pretty well through this very thorough process. The goals of this revision were really to address some changes in the issues that are being faced by our professionals. Those issues include advances in technology and cyber threat considerations. Obviously, that's a big topic of conversation for our professionals all over the world. We also saw a need to integrate the utilization of insurance as a risk transfer tool, which wasn't adequately covered by the old version of the professional practices. Additionally, we responded to calls for including additional strategies for manufacturing as well as supply chain processing. And then we wanted to improve and expand our addition of risk management concepts as well as legal and regulatory concerns. There were some key areas for revision. They included program initiation and management as well as risk evaluation and control. Those have been changed to improve the way that we talk about risk management for our professionals so that they're using a more broad concept to identify and rate their critical risks. We also took another look at the emergency preparedness process as well as notification so that professionals would focus on creating clear and concise messaging. And these practices are really great because they are able to expand to fit any size of entity and type of entity, irrespective of the industry that they're in or the location where they are based. In addition, and quite importantly, the titles of 2 of the professional practices were modified to be consistent with industry and professional standards. Specifically, Professional Practice 2 was changed from risk evaluation and control to risk assessment. And Professional Practice 5 was changed from emergency response and operations to incident response. These new titles will bring the professional practices in line with the terminology generally used by the majority of professionals and regulatory bodies. So now, the course materials have been revised and are being released over the second half of this year. That includes the qualifying examination, which is the gateway to certification. All of our instructors are being recertified in the new course materials and new practices. You can find both versions on our website available for download, and this will continue until all course and examinations are completed, as well as available in every language. In addition to our core materials, we're also updating the new master's exam, which will be available shortly. The case study is more comprehensive, it's shorter, not so wordy. We thought we would make it more accessible for those individuals who are maybe taking the exam in a non-native language, which is quite common with an international standard, and it is more inclusive of the new professional practices. We fiercely defend the quality and the caliber of the professional practices because we do realize their importance. This is an external survey which talks about which standards and are being most used by professionals globally, and you can see the green arrow points to our professional practices, and you can see how much more widely they are being used even than the ISO standard. So we understand and respect the responsibility that we have, and we will continue to maintain them to the best of our ability. With that, I appreciate you taking the time to listen, and I wish you a very good event. Thank you very much.